Thank you very much indeed, Kazim, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do this, but I want to make sure it's done by somebody. So first of all, can I just say a very big thank you to Kazim for all that you do for the Friends of... That should not go unnoticed. It's a tremendous commitment that you make, and it's so important to all of us. The welcome I'd like to also extend to His Excellency. Thank you very much for coming along and for showing again another example of the bond that exists. I'll talk about that a bit later on. I have of course visited a couple of times Pakistan and Kashmir. It is, as for those of you who have not visited, a place of incredible natural beauty. And yes, the tourism potential is absolutely enormous. Could I also, as I'm in the mood for congratulating people, also the work of UKTI. I was formerly on the Biz Select Committee and travelled to China and to Brazil with them. If you know the UK operation, and I've always been incredibly impressed by the UKTI staff and the quality of those staff. And I mean that sincerely. And I've met the regional staff as well, and we look to be doing far more work, because what we do have, what is often seen, let's be honest, by many people as being a problem. We have a problem with the high numbers of members from the Asian community generally, and we have to face this in a place where we have BNP and EDL trying to cause trouble. We have to turn that into a fantastic advantage that we have in a world economy, where that diaspora gives us a fantastic opportunity to extend out and increase both inward investment and exports. Now, I consider myself to be extremely fortunate. I've been a lucky lad throughout my life in three principal ways, really. First of all, I have been lucky with my family. I've just been very, very fortunate over the years. Brought up to be a Manchester United supporter. That's the second one. And the third one is that I never took my driving test in Karachi. And if you've been, you'll know what I mean, but what a country. So I've travelled around Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, Quetta. That was quite interesting. But the scale and the magnificence of the country is there for all to see. I'd like to say also just how much I've enjoyed the meal. I'd like to say it, but I come from Bradford. Did that come out loud?
Yeah.
You know, the world's divided, well, somebody said the world's divided into 50-50, half and half. There's half those, well, first of all, somebody said the world's divided into two halves. Those who divide the world into two halves and those who don't. But the world's divided into two halves. Those who unrelentingly seem to want to criticise Pakistan, and then those who actually understand Pakistan. And if you understand Pakistan, you would be aware of the incredible tensions that exist, the difficulties that are faced by the government and the people of Pakistan, the surrounding dangers that they face on a daily basis, and the difficulties, as I said, that they face. Now, this is a Friends of group, and friends can, yes, they can be critical. We can accept criticism from our friends that perhaps we would not accept from many others. But the bonds that exist allow us to do that, hopefully, in a way that improves things between us and in fact strengthens that relationship. But I do have to tell you, and I know it's a fairly light-hearted evening, but for many parts of Pakistan, and for my constituents, it is a very, very dangerous place. And my constituencies have died, been murdered there. They have been kidnapped there, and there is an incredible amount of work that we still need to do to work together on, and this is an appalling situation faced by the authorities in Pakistan, with ramifications and implications for my fellow Bradfordians. and it's something we need to continue to work on, and I know work is going on. Those strong ties that His Excellency mentioned here, the bonds of common history, cultural affinities, those borough linkages are strong and enduring. And so they need to be. I'll finish by saying that if there's any doubts that I am kept up to date on international affairs, I actually usually travel back from the station on a Thursday night when I come back from London, and I always invariably find myself in the taxi with a taxi driver from family from Pakistan. So I am always kept up to date on international, because every single taxi driver, of course, is an international expert and always tells me exactly not what is going on, but what should be going on and how to put the world right. Us in Bradford are so much enriched and enhanced by the wider community of Bradfordians, and that includes, of course, the very, very many people from Pakistan heritage. We welcomed them. They welcomed me. I arrived in Bradford after many of those, and we will continue to do so. Great friendship, an enduring friendship, and long may it continue. Thank you.